One of my wonderful, very trusted clients was willing to lend me their dog so that I can show you guys a couple of videos on her face, because I'm not sure if you guys noticed, in regards to the other previous videos, my own personal dogs don't have any face love. So this is Piper, and she's going to be our little demonstration dog today. Yes. So obviously a lot of us are worried about the dogs that have the hair in front of their face. And one thing you can actually do is a ponytail. So using your same comb. Okay. Sorry, I'm right-handed. Good girl. I'm just using a very small elastic band. Kids have these bands all over with their feed kits. She likes to talk. So I'm just wrapping it around about 3 or 4 times, just on a piece in the middle of the head. And then I'm going to bring it forward and just loosen it a little bit. The reason why I do that is just to make sure it's not very tight. She still has movement with it. The other suggestion would be to change it every 3 to 4 days, just so that the hair underneath doesn't get matted, it's not irritating for her. You can also change the location or do 2 of them. So I would do 2 as well. So just as if you were going to put pigtails in your hair. I wouldn't get any of the ear hair, but just the top hair. And again, just twist it around 3 or 4 times. Once you have it in, just bring it forward to loosen it. Now, I know you guys might all think it's not going to look good, my dog's going to look silly, but everyone should not be having company over until this is all lifted. So don't worry about what your dog looks like. Because it'll only be you and the immediate family that sees them. So the amount of times you twist it around is really going to depend on how big your elastic is. These ones I have are pretty big. Okay, student. So you just do another one on that side, and I'm going to lift it up so it's not pulling at her. So that's one way just to get the hair out of their face. Okay, so while I have her hair done up in a ponytail, I'll go over trimming just in front of the eyes. So again, I'm going to use my comb and I'm going to bring up everything that's in front of her eyes. Now I'm using a pair of scissors that actually have a blunt tip to them. Obviously that's safest for the dog. I know it's really hard that you probably don't have those at home, so please, please, please be very cautious when you're doing this task. If your dog fights at all for even grabbing its chin or anything in front of its face, please do not attempt this at home. We will get back to work soon, I hope, and we will take care of that for you. So this one, I'm going to do this side. I'm going to point the scissors away from her eyes. So I'm actually going to bring it all forward with the scissors closed. Lean that right up against her eye and, okay honey. Lean it right up against her eye and cut. So I'm not going towards the eye, I'm not poking in towards the eye, I'm just bringing it all forward. Have the safest part on towards the eye and cut. Obviously, again, it won't be as clean as it is when your dog goes to the groomers, but it is the safest option that you can do right now, just to get it out of their eyes. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Away from the dog and cut. And again, I brushed it up. Sorry guys, it's probably hard to see that way. It's just the way I'm used to working. So I'm just going to show you on this side again. So we're going to lean the scissors on the corner of the eye, pointing away from the face, and cut anything that's there. Again, we're just holding a little piece of the chin. I know obviously it's easier for me because I do have this restraint as well. But hopefully you have other family members at home that can help you hold the dog while you do the face. And again, like I said, if they're fighting at all, I wouldn't try it at home. Now the stuff in between the eyes, you can kind of brush it down. And again, away from the face. So brush it down, point your scissors away from the face, but lean it on the crevice in between the eyes. And cut. Okay, so in regards to the top of her head, I'm actually going to do almost the same type of what I was doing to get a ponytail, but get more hair. And I'm actually going to put the hair in between my two fingers. Almost like you're creating a mohawk on your dog. Again, you don't want to get the ear hair, just the hair from the top of the head. So once you get the mohawk, you can actually cut just along your finger. And remember, it's going to be in the middle of the face. So once you let that go, it'll still have a little bit of a round effect. And it'll be a little bit out of their face. So obviously the last part is cutting over top of the eyes. I would just comb down. Let's do it this way. So just comb down. And trim. Come down and trim. I'm not going too close to the eye. I'm staying more on top. So like I said in my previous videos, your comb is basically going to be your best friend for doing any at-home maintenance on your dog. So cutting this way is going to give your dog the best look while you're waiting to get into the groomer. Please, please, please do not just cut on top like this and go far back. It'll be a little bit more difficult for when you do get into the groomer for them to fix that and blend it. So it will take a couple visits for it to be blended properly. So that way you can get it out of their face and they can see. Good. Thanks for watching. So another thing I want to show you, this is for all my curly coats as well as any dogs that have the fine fur and the dogs that their coat mats really easily. So the way to actually brush your dog is going to be against the grain of the hair. With the same scooping motion that I showed you in my previous video. So going against the hair growth is what's going to get you right down to any matting and make sure it's all brushed out evenly. She doesn't have any mats. Her owner's kept up on brushing her coat really well. So again, I couldn't show you this on my own dogs because their coats are very different, but we're just brushing again away from the growth of the hair in that scooping motion. Good girl. And that's using our slicker brush. That's the one that we recommend for all of our curly coats, straight, even the straight, fluffy, fine coats. Always use a slicker brush. So one last video on Piper before I finish her full haircut. One question a lot of people have as well is the hair in front of the lips. I don't actually condone doing any of that. I don't condone even trying. Cutting the tongue is very, very easy to do, and it can happen very quickly. The dogs always will lick. So unfortunately that is an area that will have to be left for the groomers. So again, I don't condone doing it. I don't recommend it. If it's something that you want to try at home, please, please, please be very cautious. So the other part is the bum area. So the same thing with the face. I'm just going to angle my scissors away from the dog and cut. She has a little heart shape on her bum. So cute. And that's really the only area you need to trim to help keep it clean and maintained during this time. Thank you.